is it always wet? Hi. Hello, everyone. It is Monday night. I am Christina. This is Vox and Guest, and we are live. And oh my, holy crap with the noises. Can't imagine what that is. It might be Azul. Indigestion on the part of Azul. Azul has been eating many fingers lately. Look at this. I wish that I could just carry this around with me all day. It's the best thing ever. Okay, so it's been a little bit of a goat rodeo here for the last 20 minutes because we were supposed to have another guest, and this guest has no power, so they're not here. But we still have a mystery panel of greatness. Of course we do. Do we? Of course we do. You did, Kurt. And we do because it's Monday night and it's Vox and Guest Live, and we have to have a mystery panel of greatness, and it's a really good one. Okay, let's see who it is. Show the folks at home. Okay. Okay, you fucking dumbass. There it is. Solar, wood, and electric. Okay. Well, here's our whole panel. Hi, David. Say hi to David from the Flying Beats and Sweet Beats and Beats with Dre and all manner of beats and beats. Say hi. Say hi. It's so good to see you.
Well, hello. It's so good to be here. Thank you for inviting me. It's been tuning into you guys the best that I can, and just thrilled to be here. So thanks for having me.
No, this is very cool. I am happy to have you. We have, there he is. Dude, right down on the fucking wire. Those of you who've seen a Vox and Sticks show here and there, or pay attention to our promo photos, because who doesn't pore over those, will recognize the prettiest member of the band. Here he is, just glued to his seat, Frank Santiago. Hola, Franklin. Frank, what the hell? Okay, Frank is doing a little reenactment of what happens literally every Wednesday when we have rehearsal. Frank comes on camera, and we all say hi, Frank, and Frank doesn't say hi back because some sort of small, mischievous, mythical creature has him by the ankles, and it drags him off camera, and then he has to fiddle with 54 things, and then eventually we play something. So I'm going to not focus on you right now, Frank, because you're franking it up.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay. We really are used to it.
I'm going to mute Frank for a minute.
Yeah, Jesus, really, please. Okay. Well, wow. That was a lot of noise for one adult human to be making without actually saying anything. Subtlety is saying hi to Dave from Sweet Beats. Kurt, we're so happy you're here. Kurt said, Frank is busy. He'll get back to us. That really is what, or my favorite is Frank will be on camera during a rehearsal, and I'll look down for a second and I'll look up and Frank is just gone. Like hole in the floor, trap door, gone. And I'm like, where did Frank go? And then there's nothing for a minute. And then it'll pop up. It's usually a pedal issue. So I'm sure this is all fascinating.
Yeah. Well, while we wait, we can play a song.
Well, we can, except that I have to introduce the third member of the Mystery Panel of Greatness.
Yes, that's right.
This is the Mystery Panel of Greatness member who was meant to be here and lost power. But I think we should go to them anyway. Can we pop them up on screen? There they are. It's Narak, ladies and gentlemen. Narak.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's fucking nothing.
There you go. There's Vile. Vile last time. So let's catalog Vile's calamities quickly while we wait for everyone to settle and we get to look at Frank's broad shoulders and cool head. So initially, Vile was supposed to be doing a Voxen song for Lies, a premiere. And their computer crashed, and so they missed half of their own premiere. So there was that, and then they came, and then they were supposed to be on the last live that we did, number nine, and they were in Kansas in the middle of nowhere. And so we had that lovely little clip of them telling us what was it again, Vile?
There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's fucking nothing.
And that was pretty much that for that one. And now Vile is without power. So we're going to power on without them. We miss you, Vile, and your antics. Frank, you seem to have settled, my dear. How you doing?
Good so far.
Did you inhale your food? Is it all up
Yeah.
in the nasal passages?
Basically,
Okay. Well, good. I'm glad you got to relax a little bit before you came
Try.
on. So
Yeah.
let's play a fucking song. I think we should start it off with some Shy Blossom. We know Shy Blossom. We love Shy Blossom. Shy Blossom has a song called I Don't Want It. Now, this is the 10th track on the concept album Bloom, and every song kind of chronicles a different stage of love and being in a relationship. And this one, according to Shy Blossom, is pretty self-explanatory. So let's let it explain itself. Shy Blossom, I don't want it.
Love isn't what they say it is. 'Cause I loved you with my everything. You only cause me this is how it is. It smells roses and feels like thorns. It's breaking through my skin, my blood and pores. You tore down all my walls just to cover my skin. If this is how love is, not on it You say I can't leave your side. Don't say a word, or I'll cut deeper than a knife. You only cause me pain. This is how it is. It smells roses and feels like thorns. It's breaking through my skin, my blood and pores. You tore down all my walls just to cover my skin. If this is how love is, not on If this is how love is, not on
You know, I was kind of stressed when we started because it really was a shit show. And that song just put me in such a good fucking mood, like right off the bat. Holy shit.
I know, it's
Shy
a great song,
Blossom,
right?
I don't want Adriana's voice is just gorgeous. She also plays guitar, she writes the songs, but just beautiful. But I mean, I got to tell you, first of all, I always love a woman on drums, Julie. And then I'm trying to think, it's Chris on bass, and I think Abel is the other guitarist, and the four of them just right together. But man, the vocals, the harmonies, the everything. I saw lots of good stuff I want to talk about in the comments, but let us throw it to the mystery panel of greatness, David. Am I calling you David or Dave?
You know, I respond to most things, but
Don't tell me that.
I commonly go by David. Yes.
David, that's what I thought. Okay. So David, lay it on me. And can we turn David's mic up a little bit, or can you turn your mic up a little bit, or can we turn everyone else's
Let me
mic
try.
down a lot, or I don't know. Let's see, because I want to make sure we can hear all of the flying beady goodness that's going to be coming out of David's mouth. No pressure, David.
All right,
None.
let's see.
Make it good though. Let's see.
Okay. Well, you know, whenever I listen to anything just off the bat, I immediately start getting vibes about what it must be like being in the audience live. Just imagining the energy in the room. and that song just had such great groove that I could
Yeah.
just see, you know, a party. That's what that is. Just an intimate party of goodness. So, yeah, I so appreciate Sweet Blossom. I mean, they're solid.
Absolutely.
With instruments, yeah.
Uh-huh. 100%. All right, Frank, what do we think of Shy Blossom and I Don't Want It?
You know what? I've heard a lot of music, and we've heard a lot of bands, but they're they're polished. I mean, they
Right?
the way they did their
That's a good word, polished. Yeah.
I mean, the studio work and everything, and they just have the right instruments in there and all that nice blend, and the vocals are killer vocals. I mean, I think it's awesome. I could hear that song on the radio.
1,000%. Yeah.
And not even think about it.
Exactly. Not be surprised. Like I could tell you that was on the radio
Right,
now, and you'd be
right,
like, yeah, okay.
Right.
And that's the thing with this community. Like, there's just so much that should be on the radio, but we all play it. David plays it. We play it. Tim plays it. EWL. Everybody plays it. Jukester play. Well, we're all just playing shit because fuck the radio. That's why. All right. Let's see. What are people saying? Let me see. I saw somebody said Roxette. I think I saw before someone disappeared it. It's BDE, Big Deck Energy. Hello, Geo, my love. We may pull you in here at some point later, so get your hair ready. Shades of Marie Fredrickson. I agree. Smooth Roxette vibe. Kayla, Quorum fame. Hello, Kay. The voice has so much emotion in it. 100%. Yeah, it's that sexy, raw tension splash. Hello. This is a winner for sure. It sure is. Tom, my buddy, my shadow band man. Tom likes this a lot. If Tom likes it a lot, then what are we even talking about right now? Richie, Warwick, House of Warwick digs it. Praise from Caesar. Pole Vault says, wait, groovy. Groovy. Okay, and Kurt, you did Kurt. Kurt says, sounds like Bijou Phillips, and he loves Bijou. So there you go. I could have read that wrong for a second, Kurt, but you said Bijou, so I'll leave it at that. JLD says vocal chops, can already tell. That is also praise from Caesar, because Jay can sing her fucking ass off too. Anyone who's heard Neurodivergent knows that, as well as everything else. It's unanimous. Damn, Crimson Asphalt. Fuck
Thumbs
you.
up.
It's good to see you, my love. I'm sorry that I haven't gotten to your DM, but I swear I will. It has been a shit show and a half here, but don't take it personally. And Richie, here's a hint of Gwen Stefani as well. I'm just the girl. I don't know, but yeah, all right. I maybe the good Gwen Stefani. We're gonna have to pull out our Shakira later, Frank. Okay, so again, I want everybody. Not that they need it. I think they have something like 12,000 listeners a month on Spotify, but love them up anyway. Shy Blossom. That is, I Don't Want It. And as I think Kayla said, I do want it. I do want it. I want it jammed in my ear holes, man. And on that lovely note, I think we should do another one. This. From there's the website, so people can go and web and site things. I'm a highly technical person, and that's the kind of thing that I'll say, and you're welcome. This is a band, a duo, really, that we know in the community and we love. They are so supportive, and we've never played them, which is a gross oversight. And we're rectifying it tonight. Who among us knows Dragon and Bear? Rawr. I think we know them. I think we do. This is a song called Offbeat Again. So this is this the She's So Shui album? They they took the habit of singing off beat that tends to come up kind of accidentally when they're putting stuff together, and decided to have a little fun with it because it's kind of become a defining element of their sound. And you got to hear it because it's a really fun thing that they did. I haven't heard the song, but Greg has been talking about it. So Dragon and Bear, Offbeat Again. I love that. Beautiful artwork. Wow. Holy fuck. Scared the shit out. I thought maybe Vile had showed up at the last minute there, but apparently not. Dragon and Bear, offbeat again. Franklin, I'm going to go to you first because I know this is right up your fucking alley song-wise. Wait, you're muted.
Can you hear me?
There we go. Now we can hear you. Now
Somebody said it had like sort of like a Trent Reznor vibe, and it kind of does, but it's not. I mean,
right.
It's pretty cool because it's not, sometimes you hear songs that are just always like, I was at the store, blah 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 blah. But this song's kind of like, a little offbeat, and it's cool.
Yeah.
All the instruments are really cool in it, and I dug it, and I like the way they use the guitar in it too. So
yes, I did too. David, tell me thoughts, feelings, emotions, moistness. Anything come up for you?
Well, indeed, in the early '90s, a Texas band kind of broke the national stage. You may have heard of the Butthole Surfers.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, they were ubiquitous in San Antonio and Austin, and that was my hometown. And
okay.
So that definitely had some Gibby Haynes type experimental type movement in it.
Okay.
I remember I had launched a demo to their guitar player David, and we had dinner one night, and he said, "Your music sounds like the '80s. You need to do something new." And I was like, "Oh."
That was the Butthole Surfers guy?
Right.
The guy from the Butthole Surfers told you that?
Yeah, but it was all in love. I mean, he was
Okay.
just saying, yeah.
I'll tell him what butthole to surf, buddy. Don't mess with my friend David. But okay. All right. It was done with love. That's fine.
Yeah,
It's a loving butthole. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So I was going to say something about this song. Every time you feel like you're going to get a little comfortable with it, it throws you in a different direction. And I just love that.
Right.
Edwin and Donna, you need to know Greg has been talking about this song all week, and he's been driving me nuts because he knows I can't listen. Like I can't listen till we get here, and so he's like, "But you got to hear it," and I'm like, "But I can't." Like, so stop it. So this may be my favorite so far of the Dragon and Burr. It may be, and I'm sure they have made some new fans tonight. If anybody hasn't already been following and liking them. Dragon and Bear, BERR. And again, Edwin, our dragon, and Donna Bear are real like stalwarts of the community, always there to support and follow and like and share. And so I'm really glad we got to showcase their music tonight. So that was Offbeat again. And I think it is the She's So Shui album. And there's the Facebook page. So please love them up. Do we have any comments from the Peanut Gallery before we move along on that one, honey? The people. Did the people speak?
The people.
It was perfect.
The people.
Oh.
The everyday people, man. Come on.
People. Everyday people. Okay, Subtlety loves the music rules being tested. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah. Hey, Dre. Okay, this is taking on some sounds I didn't expect, and he's all for it.
That's pretty cool.
My God, it's Rob. Rob, you can tell they had fun. I like that. Yeah, that's totally true. And BDE says the stutter reverb is delicious. Just like you, Gio. You're also delicious. Chris Locker, I definitely hear Nine Inch Nails influence. Yep, 100%. It's got that like little off-kilter kind of, it wasn't... I
feel like it is like a 9 Inch Nail, but I feel like it's like a little like a cleaner 9 Inch Nail.
Yeah, like a 4-inch nail, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. And Jack Phantom likes it, so we're right there. Oh, yeah. Blood rock vibes. Okay, Dre is our guy. For those of you who don't know, Entropy in Motion, Dre is our encyclopedia of music. Dre knows. Dre's like, know that band that you drove by a sign once on the side of the road that has that song that you heard once in a dream and you liked it? I liked that, but only like the 30 to 37 second part of it reminded me of the bridge there. And we're like, okay, Dre, totally. Because Dre's the man. So, all right. I think we forge ahead. Shall we forge?
Yeah.
We should forge. Let's forge. We're going to forge into someone who may be new to the community, may not, but may. Noel O'Reilly. Noel O'Reilly. That is Noel O'Reilly. I Can Do It. I keep wanting to say Noah O'Reilly or Noel O'Reilly, and
That's
neither
not
of those is correct.
It's
This
not
is going to be like when we didn't know how to say Überflüssig, and then that name became like ingrained in my brain forever. So this is Noel O'Reilly. I did it, hooray me. This is a song called The Kid in Me. Now, he has not eaten a child, nay, no, but has been playing music since he was 7 years old. And
Cool.
he's now a little older than that, just a little bit. We're not going to say how old. And he loves it even more than he used to. And what more do we really need to say? Really? Do we? Nothing. Nothing. Let's play it. The Kid in Me by I Can Do It, Noel O'Reilly. Go.
Hey, you doing what you do, see an old man giving all he can, no plan. Hey, he'll do whatever he can do, make it work, no mind to worry about the payback. Kick ass, a lot of time has passed, but the kid in him says never mind, keep winding it up. Can't help doing what he do, keeps him young, having fun, loving every minute of it. It's the kid in me, doing what I please. It's the kid in me, wild and free. Don't care what you see, can't help the kid in me. Hey, you kicking off your shoes, sitting back, relaxing, not asking nothing. Hey, you doing what you do, sing loud, be proud, because you don't wanna be an old you, not knowing what to do, looking back, not happy with the breakdown. Keep it up, you know it's just a game, and it's always been the same, and nothing gonna change soon. It's the kid in me, doing what I please. It's the kid in me, wild and free. Don't care what you see, can't help the kid in me.
Wow.
What?
It was tight, right?
What? What just happened? I know a little something about Noel because Noel, first of all, Noel only has a couple hundred followers on Spotify, which is bullshit. So please go look up Noel O'Reilly and follow him because how beautiful was that guitar? But I'm Frank. Frank, so guys, tell
Phil.
me, were you under duress asked to hypothesize from whence is redundant, whence Noel sprang? Where is he from? Where might he live? What would people tend to say? David and Frank, I'm gonna challenge you on that one.
I mean,
knew you would like it, Chris Locker. I
based
knew
on
it.
like the music and everything you're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think that he had like a little bit of maybe, like country or something, like the way he was playing the tunes and everything. But I could see that being like a Nashville thing, like when you go to the bars. And I just went there not that long ago, and you could see someone like him or playing out there and being like he fits right in,
100%.
And the guys are really great over there too. So
Oh yeah.
and then hats off to you.
You cannot fuck her. Actually, you put your hat on for him. So there you go.
For him, yes.
Now, David, do you have spoilers? Because if you do, don't ruin it. But if you don't, where would you say? Dre says Florida. Don't look. Chris Locker, shut. Shh.
Okay, I'm not looking.
David, what do you think? Tell me.
I would have guessed Alabama.
Alabama. Okay, so we've got
he's going
Nashville,
way,
got
going
Alabama.
really out there. Right.
Alabama, absolutely. You want to know where he's actually from?
Yeah, where?
Dublin.
Whoa.
Oh. Well, you know what?
Wow.
How do we not O'Reilly? Come on.
But I mean, as Chris Locker said, probably Baba's brother.
Right.
But Dublin, and I believe
That's
now
pretty cool.
I want to say Southampton in the UK, but Dublin. What?
Soon to be Nashville.
Dublin, unless it's like Dublin, Georgia, and I don't know that it exists. I'm thinking it's Dublin.
Yeah.
And not expected. That was beautiful.
Yeah,
Just
pretty
beautiful.
cool.
Yeah, it was.
Of like a more, like you said, Frank, Nashville version of like a Tom McElman kind of level of guitar, which is virtuoso, if you ask me. And it's not just because he's my buddy; it's also true. But that was phenomenal. I love the vocal.
Dublin, Texas.
Dublin, Texas.
Texas.
There is.
Yeah, there is actually.
It might. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Dublin, but maybe I'm wrong. But I that's my memory. Let me see. Let me look them up.
Look it up.
Well, while I'm doing that, what did we want to say about the song, David? Since I just basically challenged you on location, which you didn't know this is going to be a geography quiz, but there you go. So, what'd you think of "The Kid in Me"? Not me, the song. You know what I'm saying.
Well, right when it kicked off, I was getting some Union Station vibes. I thought I was going to start hearing like some banjo or something.
Yeah.
And then when he brought out the funk, on the vocals,
Yeah.
kind of controlled me. I could again
almost rapping.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I agree with you, David. It's almost like he was like the Kid Rock of country. In a sense, right?
The kid tumbleweed. I don't know what that would be. I don't know what the
country.
Kid country. There you go. More. Oh well, Chris Locker says more country than he. That's saying a lot. Chris, I feel like you and Noel need to hook up and just fucking bluegrass Americana the shit out of something. Justin Plains Desperate Symphony says, do you know the Sheepdogs? Those are not the ones I thought you meant, because I do know a couple. They're very good boys. That song gave Justin big Sheepdogs vibes. I don't know the Kid Shamrock.
I definitely like that one.
There you go. That's great. All right. So let's
Good one.
see. Noel O'Reilly. Yeah. 232 monthly listeners. We can do better than that. Noel. Okay. Short bio. Noel is a singer-songwriter originally from Dublin and now living in Southampton, UK. Acoustic rock inspired by guitar bands such as Thin Lizzy, The Eagles, Led Zeppelin, Rush, Radiohead, Muse, Dream Theater, and many more. Also Dylan, Lennon, McCartney, and Neil Young.
That's great.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a whole group of people. I didn't hear much of any of that. I just heard Noel O'Reilly.
Right.
And that was enough for me.
But,
so there you go.
I find it amazing with music how it just reaches everyone in any part of the world, and you don't know who's what. People just assume that they're in Ireland and they're just like doing like, I don't know,
jig or whatever.
Jig, right.
This is
So
what
it's
stupid
pretty
Americans think Irish
Right,
people do
right,
all the time.
right. Yeah.
My friend Marianne.
We're
would
at the
be pretty-
pub drinking Guinness again. I can,
There you go.
You know.
Right. Yeah. No, and that is a great one. Noel O'Reilly, please love Noel up. The kid in me. That was awesome. We're just
Good job,
bam, bam, bam. 3 for 3
Yeah,
right
great
now.
job for.
I
that was a
think
great
we
job.
should check in with Vile. How is Vile doing? Vile, do you have anything to add
There's
here?
nothing.
Yeah,
There's fucking nothing.
Okay, now he's got nothing to add, nothing at all. It's the landscape of Vile's, interest of what to say here is as barren as Kansas itself. But okay, I think something else. I think we should play another song. Doesn't that sound like a good idea? You would think I planned this out, but I didn't. It just occurred to me we should play more music. It's the quality of programming here that I think people show up for. I think we should some Spock. Who
Yes.
wants to hear some
Let's-
Spock?
Let's hear some Spock. Let's.
Who
yeah.
doesn't want to hear some Spock? And even if nobody else did, which you do, I
Like
want to hear
this-
some Spock. There
This
you go.
kind of
That's
Spock.
it. That's it. Yeah, but can
Bring
you
on
do this?
Spock.
Can you do this? Can you? Can you? Can you?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, you know I was a fucking nerd. Well, you knew I was a nerd. Yeah, you did. Spock has a song that I featured in the Vox Spotlight a week or two ago, I think, called Wash My Hands. This is from Communication Lost, a new EP. No, it's not Spock. I am from New York, Jack, but I am not that from New York. It's Spock. Spock. That reminds me of that Woody Allen movie where she's like, Hawk, I hear the cannons roar. Is it the king of protein? No, it's Spock.
That
Spock,
seems
as in-
illogical.
As in Spock. Yes.
Right.
No, New York in the house. Spock, wash my hands. Do it. Play it. Love it. Be it. Live it. Live it. Do it. Press it. Press it. If you can sit still while that song is on, you have lead in your veins. That song is like,
seriously.
now I know everybody heard it. 20, 24 hours to go. I want to be sedated. But I also heard like a super sped up version of Pat Benatar Hit Me With Your Best Shot, then like a whole bunch of other shit. So I love that song. It's part of why I spotlighted it. And Spock is a great band. Spock is a great band. And I'm so glad we got to play them. Talk to me, men. Tell me the feelings that evoked in your loins or wherever. Loin adjacent, doesn't matter. Frank, by the way, just a pro tip, buddy, don't do this. I was like, what is happening in Frank's basement?
But you saw my hand, so there was nothing in it. So
all right, Frank, go ahead. Tell us what you thought about it. It seemed to excite you a lot.
You know what? It brought me back a little bit. I'm dating myself. I mean, I was one of these people that used to do the whole, before it was moshing, it was slam dancing, going to CBGBs, the whole 9 yards, the mud club, blah, blah, blah. But, it brought me back to like, where it had like kind of like, it's a little like Green Day in a sense, but not so much. But more earlier stuff, when talking about the Dead Kennedys and maybe the Sex Pistols, but it did have, his voice did have that kind of like the Joey Ramone.
Yeah.
So it was cool. Yeah. But it's cool because, I always, I feel like that kind of music, when it's like raw like that, it always kind of, it's just guitar, drums, bass, and singing. And that's it. There's no special effects. There's nothing. It's just like, it's either, and I feel like it's either harder to kind of,
nowhere to hide.
There's nowhere to hide. So you got to play the song, and it's got to either be good or it's not going to be good. Right?
That's right.
So, and the song's good. So
I agree.
Hands up.
No, that's great. And I was waiting to see what you were going to think of Spock, because again, I know this is right in your wheelhouse. It's so funny because when Frank auditioned with us, he came in with like Sting and Message in a Bottle and all this whatever, and then later on we're like, so what do you like to listen to? And it's all like punk and like just, I'm like, really, Frank? So I knew you're gonna like this. David, laid on me. Spock, wash my hands. Thoughts?
It's got the combination of all what's good about punk rock. Social distortion. You go to West Coast,
Social
you got JFA. You get into stuff like Agent Orange and the Adolescents. It's solid. Yeah, I like Ernest and the guys. As a matter of fact, I'll be traveling to San Antonio when we get off here. So.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, go and grab him and say hi.
I just might
hi from all of us. You might have to. You really might. Now that is just fun. Like there's nothing about that isn't fun.
I love Gio's comment.
It's a perfect last song cops are coming tune. Yeah, totally. Gio nails it again. Gio, we are done with 3, right? Are you are we on 4? Are we on 5? You moved so fast with the last deck. Tell me where we are. Where we are, my love. Tell me, Gio.
I think we're on 5.
Tell me, Gio, ain't nothing but a heart.
20 seconds to reply.
20 seconds to reply. I want to be sedated.
20 seconds to reply.
In on 4. That's it. So, guys, I have to say it, okay? Gio, deck of many bands. That's why I call him Big Deck Energy. Has this very cool project, which I think most of you watching probably know about, but just in case you don't, okay? He makes playing cards, big fuckers, not the little bitsy ones.
Oh, okay, cool.
Of bands. Oh, yeah, no. They're like...
I thought they were like regular.
No, one deck is 8 square feet.
That's crazy.
One deck. It's no fucking... It's awesome. And there's no charge. Right. He basically sends it back to you before you've had a chance to create it and send him your info. I don't know how he does it. He's in some sort of neural network where he's just reading your brain. And like, so he got in touch with me and he's like, we don't have a Vox and Sticks and we don't have a Vox and Guest. And he's like, can you send me something? And I think I mailed the photo and like 11 seconds later, he's like, here's your mock-up. I was like, holy shit. So Gio is building deck 4. You got to get in Gio's deck. Get on Gio's deck. That's where everybody wants to be. And in the meantime, while everyone's climbing aboard, we're going to play another one. We are. And I think I think we should play something from the panel. No, not Narak. Narak, what do we think? What do you
There's
think?
nothing.
There we go.
There's fucking nothing.
There's nothing. So not Narak. I think we should play some flying beats, y'all. What do you think?
Yeah.
Throw 'em out.
Flying beats. So David, we asked for what song do you want us to play? And David, being David, said, "You pick." I was like, oh. So Greg got to pick. I didn't, but Greg picked what I probably would have picked anyway. Do you want to tell
Yes.
us a little bit of something about Villain before we spin it for the kids, David?
Well, Villain was the third song that we learned 2 years ago as a band. We released them in order that we had learned them. And now we've got about 20 songs to, ready to record. But Villain is, it kind of put us on the map. So it's
That's right.
very, very special to us.
You are being modest. That song blew the fuck up. Like blew the fuck up. And you guys, if you don't already know, are about to find out why. Play it. The Flying
Let's
Beats.
listen to it.
Villain. Do it.
Not a lot to talk about, not a lot to figure out. You made me read between the lines, it's not too fair, but I'll be fine. Writings on the wall for days, here it comes, I'll be the victim of your ways. I'm dark and you're the villain, not Buffalo was winning. You threw us all away, then burning, I'm concealing everything I'm feeling. You can't read it on my face. I'll never love your love again, never love another friend. Intentions were the best of mine. Let's wrap this up. You weren't kind. Writings on the wall for days. Here it comes, I'll be the victim of your ways. I'm dark and you're the villain, not Buffalo was willing. You threw us all away. I've been burning, I'm concealing everything I'm feeling. You can't read it on my face. No, you can't read it on my face. Not a lot to talk about. Not a lot to figure out. I'm writing down the wall for days. Here it comes, I'll be the victim of. No, I'll be the victim of your ways. I'm dark and you're the villain. Not Buffalo was willing. You threw us all away. I've been burning, I'm concealing everything I'm feeling. No, you can't read it on my. Oh, I'm dark and you're the villain. Not Buffalo was willing. You threw us all away. I've been burning, I'm concealing everything I'm feeling. You can't read it on my face. No, you can't read it on my face. Not a lot to talk about.
I know it is a weird experience to sit here and watch people listen to your song, because so many people come on the show and they're like, that was going to be my least favorite part, was having to sit there and watch people listen to whatever. But I got to think that's still fun for you. Like, I got hopefully to see people enjoying it. But first of all, shout out the whole band. Make sure everybody knows who does what. Let's, you're not the only beat in the salad here. So,
Well, Nathan Waller's the songwriter, the amazing vocalist. And I met him. He opened up a show for another band. It was like our debut show. And he did a singer-songwriter thing. And I was watching him at sound check, and I looked at my drummer and I said, that's the guy I've been waiting my whole life to play with.
mm-hmm.
So when we were done and we were just, talking, I said, man, I love everything about you. Have you ever thought about playing with people? He's like, I'm done with that. I don't want to play in a band. Drummers carrying drums, too much trouble.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh. But anyhow, we became friends, and so one day I just met with him and I said, all I want to do is play music with you. Even if we just play in your garage, I don't care what we do. I want to play with you. And so he says, okay, let's do something. And then rounding it out is a fun fact. Our drummer is Ken Scott, and he's kind of a famous guy. He was the fellow that played Raphael in the 90s Ninja Turtle movies.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was.
Turtle?
Wait, I lost that. He was the Raphael in the Ninja Turtle movie?
Yeah, he was in the 90s franchise,
Right.
1 and 2. And sure enough, Ken Scott, look him up.
That's crazy.
And so, we haven't been like pushing that as a selling point. We wanted the music to be the reason.
Yeah, you didn't want to ride in on his coat shell or whatever, but yeah, like totally. Okay. The fact that the kit is not entirely made out of like turtle shells seems like a huge fail to me, but okay. Yeah. Wow. All right. Did not know that about Ken.
That's pretty crazy.
Okay. Well, you didn't say anything about yourself. You have to.
Well, I'm the heartbeat. I'm the guy that keeps everything together, that kind of pushes, coordinates. It's every bit as much my project as anything. And being able to be married with Nathan is just, it's incredible. So we're looking to maybe play Nashville in the fall, and then we're really seriously going to try to make something happen in Europe next year. I mean, I don't see why we can't.
No,
why not us?
Sky's limit, man.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song, beautiful vocals,
it's really cool.
Yeah,
beautifully produced.
For me,
it's gorgeous.
Yeah, the way the song was going and everything, and then when the harmonies came in, that kind of sold it. I felt, like it really drove it home, which was cool.
Yeah.
So well thought out on that.
No, and I
love the guitars.
And I love the cry in the vocal. Like I love that. Like especially like the start of the second verse. Then like all the way. It's all that.
Yeah.
All that.
I was gonna say
goodness.
The guitar tone. The tone
awesome.
is just gorgeous.
Right.
The whole thing.
The tone of the guitars. Everything.
There's a reason this song has just exploded. Just blown up. As the band is doing. And I mean, I think everyone watching knows David, knows the Flying Beats, knows Sweet Beats, knows that that you are like right up there in the top level of supporting people in this community, and just the push that you do every Wednesday, all the stuff that you do, like really rallying people to listen to certain stuff. And it's just it's wonderful that you're such a good dude and you have such good music. Sometimes you get one or the other, and like we've got both. So please, not that you don't already, but go love up the Flying Beats. Pay attention to everything. These guys they're headed. Geo says you guys don't have a card yet. What the fuck?
It's probably already done now.
Yeah. Here it is.
already being mailed
Here
to you, David. He
it is.
doesn't. You don't even. You didn't give him your address or anything. But Gio is
Right.
outside your house right now.
Mysteriously, an Amazon package will
Yeah,
show
so
up.
you've got to fix that. How is that possible? I thought you were in deck 3. You're not in a deck yet. What? Why? What? Why?
Well,
Why?
we sent him some art, but you know he's a busy fella, and we didn't check back up with him. So we
Okay.
figured that it would eventually settle itself out.
Yeah.
So
That
all good.
definitely. If Gio did not instantaneously get that back to you, then I guarantee you he didn't get it. Something went wrong. Vile, is there a reason that you can think of why the flying beats should not be in Gio's deck?
There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's fucking nothing.
No, you can't. No, there's no reason. So that will be rectified tonight. If I know Gio, he's literally doing it right now. So, okay, the flying beats with villain.
Nice
You
song.
know, and you know, we're gonna everyone's gonna keep listening to that. So, how about more music, folks?
Yeah.
What do we think? What do we think? I see some really great bands in the chat. I saw Sinful Way said something. Let me see. The child is texting me. Okay, nothing I need to do anything about. Joys of Rock Mom. You know, we have a premiere. Did you know that? We have a world premiere for a song right now. It's not even a Voxen song. It's embedded in a Voxen guest.
Wow.
It's a Voxen song in a Voxen guest. Look at that. And I think, is Craig still here? Craig, I saw you earlier. Are you still around? You have to be here or I can't play it. So I know I have to wait 20 seconds for Craig to show himself, to reveal himself, but we're going to play it anyway. So this is, okay. This is Black Hole, 3 Bravo. 3 Bravo, I think everyone probably is aware, Divine Wreckage. And this one is not even coming out on their YouTube until Friday. It's not, but they gave it to us, which I'm very excited about. So this is a Doomy piece, Doom inspired.
Yes.
It's Doom adjacent, yes. And talking about just feeling like there's absolute. Yes, I'm talking about you, Craig. Yes, it's you, Craig. You're the one in 3 Bravo. So that would be weird if there were another Craig who were also in 3 Bravo.
Another 3 Bravo.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. That would also be weird. But Josh wrote this one. Josh, now I think people know 3 Bravo, 2 brothers and a dad. You know, and you know, Dennis and his boys, Craig and Josh, have this project. And this is a song all about Joe Freaky, all about feeling like there's no escape. So I want you guys to hear this because I've heard the whole album. I heard it early. I was very excited and honored for that. And so you're going to love it. Black Hole, 3 Bravo, world premiere. Here it is. Oh well, it's a shame there wasn't a lot going on there, and it was
Epic. Epic.
3 Bravo, Black Hole. Again, like Josh vocals and drums, and Craig on bass, and Dad Dennis just wailing on that guitar. Yeah, I'm gonna let other people talk because Craig already knows how I feel about it, and I'll share that too. But who wants to go? Frank, David, duke it out. You're gonna both be polite, aren't you? Frank, take it. What do you want to say? Nope, now we can hear it. Now we can hear you. Okay.
It kind of it's for me it's very Metallica-ish, but it's cool because it's one of those songs that I feel like if I was really like just wanted to mellow out and just kind of get into it and just sit back and really like it's almost like a Fantasia of music, in a sense, so
okay.
That's the way I felt about it, so but great job, man.
Yeah, all right, David, lay it on me. 3 Bravo.
Okay, well, just starting off, it kind of gave me this Western, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, ominous feel, right?
Yeah.
And then it kind of picked up, and my memory's not as good, but I kind of like a Judas Priest, Sad Wings of Destiny era, had a vibe to that, coupled with some old Merciful Fate. Just really, really solid, and then I heard like some Uli John Roth, I think that's his name. Where's Andres?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, with some of those beautiful Scorpions like leads.
Yeah.
Right.
Solid as can be. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah, Kurt Crip 13 heard Judas Priest too.
Yeah, definitely. You nailed that on the head with the Judas Priest. Right?
Yeah, no, and I mean, one of the things that I've come to love about anything that's doom or doom inspired is that it's going to start you off in one place, and then eventually it's going to get real dirty, and then when all of that comes in after like the first 45 seconds, first minute, whatever, and once Josh is, all the way up there, man. The blast beats in there, and I really like.
I mean, I just couldn't believe the high notes he was.
I know.
He was hitting, just unbelievable.
No, Josh is
powerful.
Josh's vocals are a strength among strengths in that band, and it's funny because I don't think he was entirely convinced he could do it at the beginning. Okay, there we go. Craig says Rob Halford is a major inspiration for Josh. So there we go. There we go. So Josh will be happy with that. No, I mean that's just and one of the other very cool things here is that I'm sure people have been listening to Divine Wreckage and to 3 Bravo in general, but like you've heard that song, you have not heard everything on the album. Like the song from song to song, they're just different. And it's there's all the musicianship and everything that holds it together, obviously, but there's a lot going on that album. Very worth checking out if you haven't already. And thank you, Craig, so much for giving us the premiere for the video. We are honored. So that is 3 Bravo with Black Hole. Go love them up as well, folks, people, humans of Earth. Woohoo! There we go, getting the applause. I think we should play some Derek Lee Goodread. I think we should. We played Derek a couple months ago, and we've been meaning to get to this song for a while now, this song called Furious Anger. And it is an aptly titled song because Derek wrote this during a pretty shitty period. Basically, like his band broke up and he was totally burnt out. His mental health was in the toilet. Somebody told him, which you're all going to laugh at after you hear this, if you haven't already heard him, that his songwriting and singing and guitar playing all sucked. And then, because he wasn't having a bad enough week, he got hit by a car. So not a good week for Derek Lee Goodread. But he decided to take a little break and do some rehab, physical rehab, and just kind of go off and write this punk rock, stoner rock, psychobilly collection of songs, which who among us hasn't wanted to do that after leaving physical therapy? And this was the first one that he wrote. And for fans of Pulp Fiction, you will appreciate that it was inspired by the iconic line that Sam Jackson says in there about, "And I will strike down upon thee with great
Great
vengeance and
vengeance, right?
furious anger." So that's where the furious anger part comes in. I think you guys just gotta hear it. Derek, just for the record, dude, whoever told you sucked at anything was just a complete douche canoe, and we don't need to listen to them anymore. So listen to the truth, listen to the talent, listen to Furious Anger by Derek Lee Goodread.
Skulls buried underground beneath the mud. I'm seeing red again. All that blood, the stitches come undone. Where's the love? Is it enough? Furious anger, righteous wrath. How long can I walk this path? Walk this path. Shove these feelings buried deep inside, so they'll never see the light. At dawn it hurts the most. The ghosts begin to climb up through the dirt. Furious anger, righteous wrath. How long can I walk this path? Furious anger, righteous wrath. How long can I walk this path? Walk this path. Let it fade, fade to black. None won't come back. Furious anger, righteous wrath. How long can I walk this path? Furious anger, righteous wrath. How long can I walk this path? Furious anger, righteous wrath. How long can I walk this path?
Couple things. Sucked, they told him. Sucked. People are so fucking stupid, I swear. And like one of the things in this community that I'm always both really happy about and also want to like burn things with fire about is that people will be like, "Oh, you know, until we found the community or until I found the community, we're going to give up on music because nobody liked it and nobody supported it or whatever." And like if Derek Lee had listened to that person, like we wouldn't have gotten that, which would have just been a loss for everybody. Second thing is that Jack Phantom from Jack Phantom and the Exquisite Corpse Cabaret just said one of my favorite things I've ever seen in print ever, which is that song was Glenn Danzig Does Elvis. And I don't think any of us can possibly say anything better to describe it than that. But yeah, Derek Lee Goodread, Furious Anger. Thoughts. Let us fill Derek's cup with the truth and not the bullshit of what inspired this song in the first place. Let's tell him how we felt about it. Somebody go. David, do it. Talk about
when I heard Glenn Danzig, I was thinking old Misfits all the way. I mean, definitely. It was just
we know, Jack, don't worry. It is a compliment.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. It's just Jack was worried that that was mistaken as a bad thing, and we knew it was a compliment. So go ahead. So you heard the same thing too, David?
Absolutely. Yeah, Misfits. I got to see them with Alice Cooper last year with my daughters, and it was just like really, really cool thing. So I'm all about the Misfits. That was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, totally. Frank, talk to me. Unmute him. There we go.
But
okay, now we can hear you.
All right. You know, it sounded really cool. I mean, you know, for me, like even the guitar work and everything, I don't know why. It just, and you know, and I don't know if you guys ever heard, but Susie and the Banshees with the with the musicality there. But but yeah, man, it was rocking. I mean, again, it brings you back to, like you said, the Misfits, and I'm all up for that raw kind of music, and and I think video was pretty cool too. So
Yeah,
was
the
pretty
video
cool.
is great. No, and
Yeah.
I mean, I heard Doors. I definitely
Yeah.
heard
Yeah, I
Doors
heard
in
that.
there.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just it does have a little bit of that surf rock, Pulp Fiction, psychobilly kind of
Right.
thing in there, but it really, I love when someone can take the absolute just shit tornado that life will throw at you and turn it into something like this, because he, that could be eating away at him, and it's not. It's making us all happy because we get to listen to it. So Derek Lee Goodread, Furious Anger, the album is Accelerated Heartbreak. I think it comes out in August. That's the anticipated date anyway. Fact check me, my love, if I'm wrong. But yeah, let's go love up Derek Lee, because we need to tell him all the good things that are actually fact and not whatever crap he was hearing before he was getting squished by a car. We're glad you're feeling better, Derek, and thank you for sending that in.
Those are all good ingredients for writing songs.
There you go. That's it. Or becoming like a homicidal maniac. So I'm glad he went with the songwriting thing.
Yeah, he went the other way.
How about the Zeds? I think we should play the Zeds. Yeah, I think we should. This is a song called Side Out, not signed. Side, like Side Out. And basically, it is a song I think most people will be able to relate to on some level, about how absolutely fucking maddening and frustrating it is to find out that you've been in a relationship and you're still getting shit from the other person in the relationship, even when you didn't think you were going to be getting it anymore. So Side Out, SIGHED, Out by the Zeds. And that's 2 Ds on that. Don't say anything about double Ds, Greg. Let's just play it.
Look at me, what you see? I'm burning hot, I'm like 1,000 degrees. And I feel so side out. Feeling strange, I have to say. She does my head in nearly every day. And I feel so side out. Maybe I'd feel better if I put my head down. But I can't, 'cause she'll always be around. Can't explain, I did no wrong, but out the blue she says I've been here too long. And I feel so side out. Bitter pill, so hard to take. I thought I was dreaming, but I'm really awake. And I feel so side out. Maybe I feel better if I put my head down. But I can't, 'cause she'll always be around. Someday soon I know she's gonna take a mighty big fall. But I won't offer my hand. In fact, I'm doing nothing at all. 'Cause I don't like ya.
chat was lighting up with all the stuff that my brain was lighting up with, which is probably all the stuff that your brains were lighting up with, which is I love when a band will take things that sound very clearly of an era, that 60s, Monkees, Turtles, Beatles, you know, kind of vibe. And then when you listen to what they're actually saying and how subversive the lyrics actually are, it's the kind of thing that I feel like I would see as like a song over a montage in like a Judd Apatow movie where like it's actually really like something fucked up is going on, but like the music sounds really happy. See, Tension Splash said it. I want to write 4 seasons of a sitcom side out based on just this song. Totally. And like, you know, the intro would just be like somebody going like, you know, in the credits or whatever. Like, Joe Freaky Things loved it. Let's see a couple other things. Oh, yep. If I Were Heard the Birds, absolutely. 3 Bravo says happy sounds. Jack Phantom I saw loved it. Couple more of those before we go to the mystery panel of greatness. Jack says it's awesome. It's true. And JLD says it sounds so happy sounding in spite of the lyrics. I dig it. Vile, is there anything about that song that you didn't like, Vile?
There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's fucking nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I agree. Okay, David, when I said the Zeds, your face and presumably your cerebral cortex lit up. Talk to me about this song and the Zeds and what you thinking.
They're just so much fun.
Yeah.
The first time I heard them, I mean, that was right around when we were kind of surfacing, and they were on my playlist every day. You know, we communicated a lot. Everything I saw in chat was just spot on. They love to say "stay groovy."
Yes.
Yeah, they're the groovy meisters for sure.
They really are. It's true. They say that pretty much every time I've ever seen them comment on anything. It's whatever they're going to say and then stay groovy at the end. It's great. It's kind of like Crimson. Well, it's the exact opposite, but in the sense of having a very recognizable signature. It's like Crimson Asphalt's "fuck you," but it's "stay groovy," which I appreciate. Yes, Vile is here, kind of freaky. For those who missed it, Vile was supposed to be on the panel tonight and is not because their power is out. So we are having Narak here in spirit. Frank, the Zeds, what did we think? Oh, Frank is muted again. Here we go. Hold on. Okay, start again. There we go.
Yeah, I found myself riding in the back of the Partridge Family's bus on this one.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, it was really cool. And you know, again, I'm a fan of songs that are just simple and just you know, and it definitely has the you know, his vocals and the arrangements were like very Beatlesque, right? So
yeah,
but you know, other than that, I mean, I think this is one of those songs that, you know, you kind of like listen to it one time and then you know the lyrics the second time.
Yeah, I hear. Yeah, which is very smart.
It's like, right, and you don't have to like kind of, what is he saying there? You know, it's like,
yeah.
You know, right, right, even flow. Oh, I know that part, right?
Yeah, right.
Right. So, but you know,
Leonard Bernstein, yeah.
Right. And like you were saying, you know, it's like one of these.
I memorized that REM song, by the way.
And it's like one of these songs that you could probably picture it and replace a song from like Something About Mary and kind of throw it in there or something, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Songs, you know,
exactly.
So, but it's a really fun song, and I dug it, man. You know, I dug it.
And it's great too because they you know it's them. You know, like that's not a song you're going to confuse with other bands. Like that's a very signature sound to have. So the Zeds Side Out, SIGHED out. That is a shit ton of fun. Love that one. Okay, more. Yep, there's the link. To enjoy more of them. I think it is time for the Aparte Project. I think it is. And maybe not as known to the community, but this is a song called Dancing Out of Time by the Aparte Project, APARTE. And this is the latest single. I'm not sure exactly when it came out, but the idea is basically sort of having a party while the planet is in crisis and falling apart. And they've got more info on YouTube if you want to hear more about the ideas behind the songs. But this is Dancing Out of Time by the Aparte Project.
We're dancing in the darkness after closing time. Stepping through the emptiness, I feel your body close to mine. High up on a tightrope, we could melt together, be as one. We're dancing in the darkness, dancing out of time. And when the music stops, let me be the one to guide you down. You just hold on close to me, my love, and together we will make it through the night. Yeah, through the night. We're running from the shadows of our deepest fears. Tomorrow is another show and a shelter from the fading years. High upon a tightrope, let us melt together, be as one. We're running from the shadows, running out of time. And when the music stops, let me be the one to guide you down. You just hold on close to me, my love, and together we will make it. We're gonna make it through the night. Oh yeah. This ship may be going down, but who cares? We're traveling first class. So until then, we'll rock this town, and I bet someone will save my ass. I hope someone will save my ass. We're dancing in the darkness, on the edge of time, moving round in circles. Yeah, I need to feel your body close to mine. The hourglass is melting, the sun is running coldly down my spine. We're dancing in the darkness, out of time. And when the music stops, let me be the one to guide you down. You just hold on close to me, my love, and together we will make it. We're gonna make it out of time. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it out of time. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it out of time. Yeah. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it out of time. Woo.
That was a great song. I love it.
It is, and I'm going to begin this with a plea, okay? And I mean this literally to everybody who's watching. Go to your phones, go to your whatever right now, Spotify. The last time I looked, these guys had like 30 followers or something. It's stupid and awful and should be illegal. You probably are wondering what the accent was that you were hearing. They are from Denmark. I'm trying to think. Christian plays bass. John is guitar, and I think Martin is the singer and plays the keys. And they are just killing it. And it's weird because they actually have been getting a lot of airplay globally, but nobody's picking up on them on Spotify. So if you are watching this right now, I would love, maybe it's improved since since I last looked. And I hope I'm saying that right. The Aparte Project instead of the Apart Project, but I'm going to go with Aparte just because. All right, let's see. Aparte Project. 25 monthly listeners. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Shame.
They're awesome.
Shame. Go love them. You'll notice I am one of them. Following. I'm smart. 24 other people and I are smart. Are you smart? Love them. Follow them. Do the things. Dancing
got
out of
such
time.
a great groove. I mean,
It's
their groove
Yeah, it is.
is like,
Fabulous.
and I heard some Santana in there with the guitars.
Yes. Absolutely. Now, Frank, I saw you grooving, buddy.
Yeah, it's really, it's right up my alley. I like that kind of that vibe, So I mean, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I don't know if you ever heard of Mojo, but it gave me a little of that vibe. But anyway,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I'm surprised. I'm surprised because the part that was really cool I felt in that song was when they, you don't hear it as much, which is cool because you really have to listen to it, but it gives a little bit more depth to the song when they were doing the background vocals, when they were just doing the ooze. But you don't hear it. It almost sounds like a keyboard, but it's just subtle enough to fill it in, and which is great. And I love when they do that. And you're like, you try to replicate the song yourself, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes like, why can't we do it like them? It doesn't sound like them. And then you don't understand. There's like 50,000 things going on.
That was the number one reason we brought you into the band, because you said that when I talked to you. You're like, yeah, I like to figure out why, when a lot of times you like cover a song that doesn't sound the right way and you're missing stuff. And like Frank will come to rehearsal and be like, in the third line of the third verse, there's the guy in the back going, woo, and I'm going to do that. And he's like, I have a pedal for that.
Right.
But no, I mean, David, what did we think? What did we think of the Aparte Project and Dancing Out of Time?
Well, I love all music, but whenever you've got a vocalist that you could put them just alone in a room and they could just fill the whole room. He doesn't need any backing. His range, his power, his confidence. Really, really moving. I'm so glad you turned me on to him. So
yeah, I'm actually
cool.
definitely gonna follow these guys.
Yeah, really, seriously, I'm gonna be checking back on these numbers. And Joe says he got them on Disgracebook and Sporkify, so that's good. We're gonna call it Spockify now. But no, I'm gonna check back and I'm gonna make sure that people followed them.
Christina, you'll send me the list. You'll send me the list.
I will. I'll send you the yeah, we have playlists that we're making of all. Well, by we I mean Greg. Are making of all of these shows now, so we'll just send you the playlist. But
that's cool.
No, I mean that band. To have that level of swag and humor. Some will save my ass.
Yeah. Yeah, that was unexpected.
And I love any song with an unexpected ass in it.
Right.
But I really and a great message too. Hourglass is, melting and the sand is running down my spine, things like that. I'm probably butchering the lyrics, but it's the first time I heard it. But no, I just, they need to be doing better. And I think we need to welcome them more fully into the community, because I'm getting the sense that pretty much if David doesn't know about them, then most people probably don't. Geo says swag is the word that he was looking for. I'm glad to have handed it to you, my dear. What else do we have in the comments? Thank you, Jack, for subbing. I appreciate. I saw Tension Splash did it too. Thank you, Tension Splash, for subbing. I think Richie said that he liked it. This playlist I'm bookmarking. Okay. A Fire heard Talking Heads. I definitely hear some of that.
Bit, yeah.
Now, Kurt hears Fred Schneider from the B-52.
I know he said it before.
I don't, but that's because I hear, whenever I think of Fred Schneider, I just think of he's like the male Ethel Merman.
Right.
Like I can't, but if you put Fred Schneider under a series of progressively mufflier quilts and you gave him like a Xanax, I could hear that bit of timbre in it. So I'm going to go with you on that, Kurt. I'm also just so happy that you're here that I want to agree with you. So I hear a little bit of what you hear, but it's not like balls out Fred Schneider. It's like balls in Fred Schneider. That's not a phrase I'm ever going to use again. Vile, what do you have to say about the phrase that just came out of my mouth?
There's nothing. There's fucking nothing.
Yeah, no, there's no. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna fucking move ahead. It sounds like
if you look here, his challenge was accepted.
Oh no! Look at this, David.
Okay, I got to get you the fresh graphics. We designed a card just for him.
Okay,
Ooh,
Geo,
fancy.
you have
So
even
fancy.
more Butamus graphics coming, but the card is in the works. It's in the works.
Fantastic.
Honey, can you mute your mic for me because I'm doubling. My Tom says thank you, love. A little Steely Dan, a tiny bit, a soupçon of Steely Dan.
Right.
Yeah, I could hear that a bit.
Poco un poquito.
Balls in, Kurt. Thanks for bringing that up. I'm never gonna live that down. Okay, more music. I think we should play. And I just mentioned, God, I have something horrible in my eye. Hopefully, it's not a lizard or something. We just
Flying lizard.
mentioned Tension Splash, and I think we should play Tension Splash. I do. I think we should play Tension Splash's collab with Mama's Maiden Studio, because why wouldn't you want both of those things in your eye and ear holes? You do. This is a I think a remastered version of an older song that they just released, and they went to Kimmy, Best of the Best, Mama's Maiden Studio, for the video. And big guitar rocker, very fun hook. You guys, if you haven't already heard it, Deep Down by Tension Splash with the video by Mama's Maiden Studio. and it's over. You know, I am like the weirdest series of associations in that, which was like Lemmy and like if Huey Lewis were like far cooler than he actually is.
Yeah.
And then some Jim Morrison and some Pearl Jam and some like there's just so much good, but none of those and all of those and parts of those and some of those, but very tension splash. And again, of course, we always have to shout out Kimmy and John are not able to be around much these days, but we love Mama's Maiden Studio. We love Superposition. We miss you guys. Another beautiful video. I noticed, Greg, that you went to the panel, and then as soon as the lady and her little swimmy crotch went by, you magically pop back onto full screen. So glad to see we're paying attention there. So yeah, talk to me. Who wants to say things about Tension Splash and Deep Down?
I mean, when I heard it, I definitely feel the bass definitely makes a song. I mean, because that's me only, and everything else does too. But it you have to have that drive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the bass line was definitely doing that drive, and then that overlaid guitar really kind of kicked it in. You know, you were talking about, like say Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam, right? I mean, this is more of a understandable Pearl Jam,
right?
Well, you can
Eddie Vedder after like enunciation lessons or whatever.
After he added a couple of J's, and then he just says, "Okay, I'm going to slow down, and I can understand my voice." But yeah, it was great. I mean, you listen to a song like that, and a lot of people just hear like the guitars and stuff, and that's it. But there's, if you really listen to it, there's a lot of work that was done into that song.
Yes.
To get it to that point,
Yes.
And again, going back to when people try to play songs, right, from other groups, they're like, "Why can't we play them?" But it's just like, guys are really talented, and the leads and everything. It was great.
Absolutely, and the backing box for me is a big part of that too. That
right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. All that, encompasses in the song. It's great.
I concur. David, dost thou concur as well?
Oh yeah, it captures the great era of the '90s for me.
Yeah.
It's been said. I saw it in the comments, but yeah, Lemmy and Eddie Vedder, if they had a love child.
Yeah.
Lemmy Vedder.
Lemmy Vedder.
Yeah.
Just, you hear that, and the drums and the driving bass and the guitar. Like you said, those background vocals were just the whole sound is just magical.
Yeah.
Very nostalgic, but in the best possible way.
Absolutely. And for me, it morphs and develops over the course of the song. By the time it's really opened up at the right out there, like it's the vocals have changed. There's more grit, there's more sustain, there's more. It's just, I really I love when talented people find each other. I'm so glad that Tension Splash and Kimmy managed to work together. They premiered this, I want to say it might have been the 3rd. It might have been May 3rd. I was there whenever it was premiered on YouTube, and it, people loved it, of course, and I think it's been doing well since then. So very glad to get to showcase it again. Tension Splash with a video by Mama's Maiden Studio with Deep Down. Excellent. Vile, do you have anything to add, dear, to that? Vile?
There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's fucking nothing.
Nothing. Vile in the dark, still somehow managing to be part of the show.
Always creeps in.
That's it. You gotta keep it alive. You're very welcome. Tension Splash was so happy to be there. We're gonna let's see. It's 9:45 here. We're gonna play a couple more, and then we'll save some stuff for. I think we're doing another live next week, right, my dear?
I'm not sure. I think maybe.
Okay, maybe. The
Maybe.
episode that is being edited for the next.
I never heard of that day. Maybe. But.
That day, maybe. Yes, it is a monolithic project that Greg is mounting right now. We will not reveal who the interviewee is, but there's a reason that Greg might need another week to edit that one. So we will have extra live probably to play things on. But I say it's time for the Stellar Anderson project. I think we should play them. I think we should play You Don't Listen. Joe says Viola sending the storms across the plains of Kansas. There you go. Keep an eye out, Joe. So this one came out about a month ago, the new release. And they've got a whole bunch of stuff going on. They have guest vocalist and well, I don't know if it's guest vocalist, but I want to play it first, and then we'll give the life story of the song. I want to make sure we get time to play it. But You Don't Listen by the Stellar Anderson Project.
Cool.
When I tell you how I feel today, you don't listen, you just think about what you always want to say. You don't listen, you don't listen, you never listen to me. Pretend that you can hear me. You never hear a single word. Your attempts to make me feel you care are quite frankly absurd. You don't listen, you don't listen, you don't listen, you don't listen to me. In your head that's full of lies. Never once do you see the tears that glisten in my eyes. You don't listen, you don't listen, you never listen to me. Me feel invisible, not noticing I'm there. Every time I try to let you know, I end up in despair. You don't listen, you don't listen, you don't listen, you don't listen to me. See my eyes connected, but you look away from me. You don't listen, you don't listen, you don't listen, you don't listen, you don't listen. You never listen
Vile, what did you hear of what the Stellar Anderson project just said?
There's nothing.
Yeah,
There's fucking nothing.
You don't listen, Vile. You don't listen. No, you know, it's so funny. There are songs, and I saw. I think it was Richie said like, "Don't think I'm crazy, but I get like a Roger Waters vibe." Yeah, like I hear that. I do. It's like, and I can't really put my finger on why. Oh, Tom got it too. Yeah, I cannot articulate why, but so just to be clear, because I did promise a little bit of the story, there's a lot to that. Stellar writes all the music, sings, plays a lot of the instruments, and then has a bunch of like there's a collective of musicians that are playing in there. But it's Stellar's project, obviously, hence the name. But I mean, I yeah, I just when you have something where they just let the vocals and simple instrumentation shine, you know, you really have to be on point because there is, as we've said before, nowhere to hide. And so the fact that that song works is a real testament to the talent there. So, what does everybody else want to say, David? What do we think of the Stellar Anderson project? And you don't listen. Did you listen?
I did, and
You listened.
I really just wanted to give her a big hug because I mean,
Yeah.
she really invoked a lot of emotion. I mean, that's her strong point. You could really feel
Yeah.
it. So, yeah, it was a good feeling song. It moved me.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a sad one, you know, and
Right.
I think anybody who's been in a relationship of any kind like that, you know that feeling. And really that's why, you know, people could sit there and say, "Oh, well, you know, it's the same lyric over and over and over again," but that's not what's happening there. It's
Mm.
like it's saying so much with each line of that. You know,
Right.
you don't listen.
it's
You
a
just don't
it's a
listen.
song born out of frustration.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I
I
agree
think
with
we
you
can
on that
all
one.
relate to that. Franklin, thoughts, feelings?
You know, I really dug her voice in it. I mean, it was pretty, you know, like you said, it was just the guitar and her, right? But you
I
know,
heard some strings too, I think, but yeah.
and
Or
I
keys,
definitely like
yeah.
that slight grittiness she had in certain parts of the song that you know
Yeah.
I don't know if you notice. But you know, it kind of reminded me a little bit of like a female version of the song "Good Riddance" from Green Day, "Time of Your Life."
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can
Yeah, I
kind of
can
hear.
hear that.
Yeah, I can
This
kind of
is
hear
the
what you're.
time of
Yeah,
your life, you know.
yeah. It has, and it's
Which was a
poignant.
breakup song. Yeah.
Right, yeah. So
Yeah, I think
yeah,
so.
and that's why too. Kind
Yeah,
of,
well,
you know, but like David was saying, you know, I mean, because of the repetition of those parts in the song, you know, you could tell that person was really kind of like trying to drive the point home,
Yeah,
and as much as the person tried, it just never happened, or
yeah.
it just
No,
you
it's
know
and it's
listen.
yeah, it
You
is.
know?
It's
So
heartbreaking.
it's pretty cool that you know it was kind of heartfelt. So
Yeah, I agree. Look at you, Frank, getting all emotional. I love it. No, I mean that's a real cri de coeur, I think, that song. You know, that's somebody who's lived it. You
yeah,
cannot
exactly.
write something like that or sing something like that and emote like that if you are not feeling what you're talking about in there. So I hope it got better, Stellar, and I hope you found somebody who does listen. And you've found a whole bunch of people here
That are
tonight who
listening.
definitely are listening. But yes, do we have anything else from the comments before we roll on? We see Geo says harmonic storyteller vibe, vocals came in very Latin ballad. There was a little Linda Ronstadt in that for me too. 3 Bravo, Craig says has a bit of Goo Goo Dolls feel on the intro. Yeah, okay. Tension
Yeah.
Splash says classy. Classy. Geo's getting Dusty Springfield and Patsy Cline. Okay, I can hear that. I had one moment. Stellar is Scottish, and there was one line where she said something about a head full of lies, but the accent made it sound like lice for a second, and I was like, "Wait, what? What's happening?" But then I figured it out. It rhymes with eyes, and so now I know. And I really am so glad we finally got to play a Stellar song. Stellar. That's a pretty apt description of the Stellar Anderson project, and you don't listen. So hooray for Stellar Anderson. Okay, we got a couple. I'm checking the time. We got a couple more. I think we should play. Hmm. I think we should play some Tom McElman. I think we should. I think we should play Lucy. One of my favorite names. And Tom, I think everybody probably knows by now, is an insanely talented guitarist, really good songwriter. And this song is an amalgamation of women. So guys, ladies, if you're listening and you've had a relationship with Tom at some point, especially if your name is Lucy, do not sue him, because it's not about you. Exactly. It's about a bunch of women. And I don't think you want to associate yourselves with this one anyway, but basically he's just gonna go fucking full on with the guitar, as Tom McElman does. And I think the song speaks for itself. And I'm very excited that this is out, because I was hearing it in the very beginning stages, and to now see it come to life, it's a beautiful thing. So Tom McElman, Lucy.
She comes on like a hurricane. She's independent and she got no shame. She leaves her number in the bathroom stall, but she ain't home waiting on your call. She burns bridges for the view, flips you off in the drive-thru. Here comes Lucy. Here comes Lucy. Here comes Lucy. She spends her nights hanging down at the bar, talking trash like a rock star. She's the talk of the neighborhood. You wouldn't stop her even if you could. Don't know how she got this far. Flaming lips and a guitar. Now her name is up in lights. Look out, she's got too many sights. Here comes Lucy. Here comes Lucy. Here comes Lucy. Here comes Lucy.
Can we talk about a fade out? I love a fade out. You don't hear fade outs very often anymore.
Not that often.
I
Everybody just
love a
kind of
fade out.
stops.
That's it. No, Tom McElman with Lucy. And, if you are one of the many women who created like badass Lady Voltron and inspired that song, then as I said, don't go kick Tom's ass. He meant it in a good way. That's clearly a positive, that song. I will let other people say good things about Tom, because if I say too many good things about Tom, then we won't be able to fit his head through the door. Who wants to start? David,
Yeah.
do it.
Do it.
Okay, right off the bat, this is going to sound kind of crazy, but I got some Billy Squire type vibes.
Okay,
just the
I can
tone.
I can hear Billy Squire. Yeah.
And then it followed up with some Ted Nugent for me. I mean, it was just kind of, really, really solid all the way through. Guitar breaks were just fantastic. Yeah, good stuff. Tom Elliman.
I see. Yeah, Tom McElman is friggin' awesome. And I see Freaky. I wanted to know what Freaky thought, because this is right up Freaky's alley. I could see Freaky and Chucky, well, Joe and Chucky and Tom all getting together in a room and just playing the shit out of something. And again, Tom is another one. I'll let you talk, Frank. Tom is another one where if you've heard one of his songs, you've heard one of his songs. He does different stuff all the time, so you got to listen to the whole catalog. Franklin, talk to me.
Guitars kicks ass.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely polished, and it's not like the old what you would call it, same arpeggios that people do and all that.
Yes.
So, which is great. His vocals were pretty cool. I'm digging that, and I definitely love the way that he went to one part of the song, and then he just went and kind of went into like, I don't know if they were minors or whatever, but he went into these chords that just changed the song a little bit, and those chords were pretty cool. I mean, which kind of I felt made the song, but man, that guy's definitely talented, and props to that person.
100%. Look at you, old man McElman, getting your flowers. All right, what is the chat saying, Gregoire? What do we have? Tension Splash is definitely Billy Squire, and guitar-wise, that's a
too,
compliment.
like David said.
Absolutely. Gio says this needs to be playing when I ordered the bourbon. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, and Richie says Tom kills it on guitar. I want to see a Richie Warwick, Tom McElman collab. I'm saying that right now. I don't know what the hell it would sound like, but we'd find a way to make it work. And then if you need vocals, let me know. Gio says, that's the guitar I want to hear when I get out of the car heading to the bar door. And then open the door and go through, Gio, because it hurts if you walk right into it. Craig, man of few words, says good shit. I agree. Gio, there could be a secret version where the song is Bourbon Lucy. There you go. Bourbon Lucy. Lucy, Tom McElman. We're going to do two more, and then we're going to call in a night. All right, Greg? Are you ready? You're ready? You look ready. Greg, did you robot enough per people? You might need to robot during one of these.
You only did one robot.
It did run robot.
Okay, but it seemed really brief because I saw it start and I covered my eyes, and by the time I uncovered them,
it's actually practicing breakdancing, but I don't know if he told you that.
Well, yeah, no, that's what he likes to call it, but it's really just him spinning around naked on the bathroom floor. Tom says, "Thank you so much. You're blushing, Tom. You're blushing. Are you? I want pictures of the blushing. Didn't happen." Okay, I think we should play some Stefsky and Hutch. That's what I think we should do next. Okay. We have not played them on the show, another oversight, and this is a song called Retaliation. So as you can tell right now, it's going to be a really cheerful one. These guys are from Warsaw, Poland. This is a very international episode that we have here.
Fox and Guest Rock.
That's it. The album came out in April, I think. And you're going to have to go to their website if you want to know more about them, because we're not going to tell you. You just gotta listen. Stefsky and Hutch, Retaliation. Let's do it.
Frustrated creature, you were born to make a change.
I love that band,
a
man.
boot to the
Steph
face.
Keegan Hutch. It
That's
is
awesome.
a boot, to the, but it's like a really catchy boot, like a cool boot. I don't know what a cool boot would be, but I sound very Canadian right now. 3 Bravo. Craig says really interesting mix. I like it. Geo, yeah. Hello, Green Day. Meet the Ramones. I'll take their coats. It's a crowded house. Yeah, Fira. I heard a Weird Al in the timbre of the vocals too, and it's funny because Weird Al is hilarious, but the only reason he's so popular is because his music is actually really good. Like it's really good parodies of good songs, and sometimes the parodies are better than the songs. So saying it's Weird Al is actually a compliment. It's a compliment, guys. Okay, so do not fear Stefsky and Hutch. What do we want to say, Frank, about Retaliation?
Hey, I mean,
Oh.
the whole beat, it's pretty driving, man. I mean, the drummers, I mean, the drums like so like in your face, and he's like, it's, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I loved it. I mean, I love the way that they played. I'm just in awe with the way the drummer did.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, if you don't have that bass in the drum, man, the song's not going to be making it. I mean, but
That's right.
They nailed it, man. They nailed
every
it.
bit of it. And
Great.
before I let David say anything, since we have one song left and I can't decide which one to play, I want to get a sense from the crowd. Would you rather hear? Okay, and we're gonna have to see some votes come in on this. Do we want to hear an alt rock song or a metalcore song? Okay, so guys in the chat, please let us know. Greg, you'll have to sort of get a glance on who you think got more votes, whilst we let David comment on Retaliation. Go, David. It's your birthday.
Yeah, Steph and Hutch, they're the masters of introducing the unsuspected hook.
Yeah.
All of their songs just
Yeah.
kind of hits you, and you just don't see it coming. And it's a consistent thing with them. With
Yeah.
Retaliation, and specifically, the guitars have kind of like that ska type introduction.
Yep.
Just
Yeah,
really
I thought that was cool
good
too.
styles. Steph and Hutch is amazing. Very, very refreshing.
Absolutely. Let's see. How are they doing?
It's like a kick-ass Boss Tones.
It's funny. I have yeah. Actually, that's great.
Yeah.
What were you saying, David?
The Mighty.
The
Right.
mighty.
Awesome.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
back of my phone, of course, as always. Joe, do you see it,
Great
my love?
day.
Joe, let me see how they are doing on Spotify.
Hold that up again.
Okay, hold on. I will hold it up again, but 1 second. Oh, yeah, quite well. 6,000 monthly listeners. We should still be.
That's great.
There we go.
Awesome.
Joe on my phone.
Sweet.
So yeah, but follow him anyway. Stefsky and Hutch. That's Stefski and Hutch. I always think of Starsky and Hutch when I hear it.
I know when you first said that, I thought that they were gonna do like,
Yeah.
"Don't give up on us, baby."
There
Or
you
something like I was like, okay.
So Gregory, do we have any kind
Yeah,
of
I want to go with the alt.
the alt? We want
Yeah.
the alt rock. Okay, that means we get to play someone we have not played before. This is Noble Tiger. Noble Tiger with a song called Big Thunder Mountain. Okay. They are an Iowa City alt rock band, ladies and gentlemen. So Craig says I'm asking him to pick between two of his worlds. I know we should play them at the same time and just let you all figure it out. So, Noble Tiger has a bunch of different influences, and they basically are just trying to talk about all kinds of things that people don't necessarily talk about in music, like self-doubt and relationships that are really complicated, and failure on moral levels. They're not doing the low-hanging lyrical fruit here. So I think we should close out the show with Big Thunder Mountain by Noble Tiger. okay, like I want to go and listen to that again immediately because
Uh-huh.
my brain could not keep up with everything that was going on in there, and I feel like calling them an alt rock band is not doing them justice.
No,
And I love
definitely not.
alt rock, but there, I mean, first of all, like to have a song with a chorus like that where it's so built in catchy, that ba na na bum ba na na, like you want to hear that, and then you get the screaming, which
Right.
shocked the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that at all. So I feel like, Craig, you got your both worlds there, but like, and then I mean, it was almost as if Billy Joe was fronting like Linkin Park, but
I
with
was just
like,
gonna say Linkin Park too.
but it was better than all of that. And then did anybody else catch like the meter change at the end there where
Yes.
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
which
See,
I love.
Entropy in Motion caught
Of
it.
course Dre would catch it. Of course Dre would. What did he say? Ooh, that wait, bring it back.
That quick change.
The interesting, the quick change of meter making it veer just a bit. And I mean, the end of that was like 80s movie soundtrack level, awesome, epic, whatever. Like,
I heard a
love
bunch of
that.
Tears for Fears in there,
Okay.
which like in some of their best work, in some of their later albums.
Okay. You know a
there's-
lot more about them than
yeah.
I do. That isn't like the big
I like Tears for Fears. I
hit
like the
stuff.
older
but-
Yeah,
stuff.
they
Keoth's screaming end in harmony, that was massive to me. Absolutely. Sorry, honey. Go ahead. Greg.
Oh no! It just that was all. It's just
Oh.
that I heard that.
Yeah, sorry.
No, go ahead.
My brain is like blah, 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 because like the song I knew of theirs. What is it? Like if life were a movie, I'd be Sean Bean. I think, which made me laugh so hard because Sean Bean, any nerd knows, like Sean Bean in every movie just ends up dying, like just dying in some really epically dramatic ways. So I saw the title, I was like really interested. But this is a whole other thing. Noble Tiger Bands. Oh, hold on. And then I want to let everybody. Okay, guys. Where is it? See how many monthly listeners they have? You see it? 12.
Yeah, that's
12.
crazy.
What? No, we got to fix that. Yeah, guys, talk to me. Noble Tiger, Big Thunder Mountain. What did we think?
I thought it was great. Obviously, you know you hit the point there with the whole screaming thing, and I thought it was pretty interesting that it wasn't like the ooh, you know,
Yeah.
it wasn't that whole like, you know, suspected or expected
Yeah.
chorus that you would think, and then all of a sudden the guy screaming, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, but it was cool because it was like, okay, it kind of the roles are reversed, right? It's like, you know, it's usually like, you know, you hear that melody going and then the guy screaming, but it's in reverse, right? That's the way
Yeah.
I looked at it.
I hear you.
But
No, I hear you.
you know, so I thought it was pretty cool, and the take, and at the end too, the way they ended the song was pretty cool. It was like a little roller coaster for me.
That's
you know,
it.
in that
Like
song.
I really am gonna have to go back and listen
Yeah,
to it
and it's
because-
one of those songs because it happens and you're hearing all these things and you're like trying to remember it, but you don't have time to remember them because something else new is coming, right? So,
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like someone
exactly.
is
It's very-
giving
It
you a
has so
tour.
much complexity to
Yeah,
it. It really
can't-
does.
Exactly.
your brain doesn't have time to register it.
No, it's like you're on you're in a speeding car and
Right.
somebody's like giving you a quick tour of Manhattan, like, oh,
Right.
you know, there's
Right.
there's the Chrysler
Right.
building and here's this
Right,
whatever, and you're
right.
just,
And you're
wait,
like,
what?
ah.
And then you gotta go
Exactly.
back and actually stop and look
Right.
at it. But like I mean that and the screaming was such an, and I don't mean this euphemistically when people are like, oh, it was interesting, like that. It was literally such an interesting choice because
Right,
it would have
exactly.
been great without it.
Right.
And at first I almost didn't want it there because the
Right.
chorus is so hooky, but then like it gave it all of this texture and I loved it. So David, what did we think of Big Thunder Mountain by Noble Tiger?
My heart started beating really, really quickly.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure out why. And then I realized I wasn't breathing. So once I started breathing, you know, I started. At first, I was like, I listened to that bass. And then I was like,
Right.
Come on.
Yes.
and then I heard the range of his vocals again.
Yeah.
I don't even know what span of octaves he has, but
No, I don't need. Yeah.
Buku's talent, arrangement, yeah,
Right.
that's another.
It's like-
interesting one.
yeah,
I
it's
got to
great.
hear it again.
Yeah.
100%. I need to. I need.
Yeah,
let's
me too.
see. Noble Tiger. Let's get a little back.
I just wanted to add that
Yeah, go
kind
ahead.
of that song, it gives me like that really vicious Coheed and Cambria, type of.
Okay.
Where they're like, they have all this intricacy in their songs, and I got to listen to it again.
This just got more interesting. Okay. Noble Tiger is a baseball acronym for no outs, bases loaded, ending with team incapable of getting easy runs. That's what Noble Tiger stands for.
That is crazy.
No outs, bases loaded, ending with team incapable of getting easy runs. And they say, in the simplest terms, it is the most official and formal type of failure. What should have been a grand slam is the most disappointing strikeout of your life. The title fits the band well, as their lyrics explore self-doubt, moral failure, complicated relationships, and addiction. Musically, we stretch across a wide continuum of genre, ranging across sounds of post-rock, pop-punk, shoegaze, and alt. They aim to produce an entertaining, authentic, and refreshing experience anyone can enjoy. Well, you've achieved that, guys. And apparently, they were formed in 2021 through Craigslist. So not just murderers, people. Great bands too. Great bands as well as murderers. It's eclectic. That's Craigslist.com. You can use that, guys, as an ad. Craigslist, no problem. Just pay me. Wow. The chat lit up. Everybody loved it. We loved it. The panel loved it. That is a great way to end the show. Not like a full. I mean, Stefsky and Hutch would have been a clear, full out banger to end it on.
Right.
This was just as good in its own way, but like this is a song I want, and I suspect people are going to want to go back and listen to again because really great. So, very quickly before we go, just to wrap it all up, we played obviously the esteemed Flying Beats with Villain. So yay, hooray for David and the Flying Beats again. We started off with Shy Blossom and I Don't Want It. We played Dragon and Bear, Offbeat again. Noel O'Reilly, The Kid in Me. We played here's where I'm gonna lose the order. We did Black Hole by 3 Bravo. We did Deep Down, Tension Splash, Mama's Maiden Studio video. We did Derek Lee Goodreads, Furious Anger. We did Wash My Hands by Spock. We did the Zeds, I think, Side Out, the Aparte Project, Dancing Out of Time, the Stellar Anderson Project, multiple projects here. You Don't Listen. You Don't Listen. You Don't Listen. We did Tom McElman's Lucy. We did Stefsky and Hutch with Retaliation, and we did Noble Tiger's Big Thunder Mountain. Did I miss anybody? What did I miss, Vile? Vile, what did I miss? Vile, what did I miss?
There's
Nara?
nothing.
There's nothing.
There's fucking nothing.
That's it. I want to thank David from the Flying Beats for being here. It was so nice to finally get to meet you, despite our long DMs. We never actually got to talk and meet. Frank, thank you for coming in clutch tonight, dear. I know this is a busy week for you.
Thank you both.
Always happy to have you on the show. Vile, we hope your power comes back soon and that you are safe and not being blown away. Unless it's in a fashion that you approve of anywhere over where you are. Greg, as always, thank you for doing all of the work. You guys have no idea, even though it's a live show, how much work he puts into getting all these songs ready, doing all of the many things. And thank you, as always, to everybody in the chat. And make sure you join us next week for what will almost certainly be, I think, another live. We got a bunch of stuff we didn't get to tonight, and we're going to be taking new stuff. So that is another Vox and Guest in the books. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.